time now is 7 p.m. I'm going to call the Wayne Township Board of Trustees meeting to order for this May 21st, 2024 at 7 p.m. I want to welcome everybody that's here or anybody that's on camera watching at home. Make it a roll call, please.
Yep, Ms. Colvin,
Here.
Mr. Jacobs,
Here.
and then Mr. Patrick's out this evening. You have one.
Sounds good. Okay, pledge allegiance. Please rise. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from the last meeting, not April 16th. It was May 7th.
Yes. Okay, I will second that.
All righty, roll call, Ms. Colvin,
Yes.
Mr. Jacobs?
Yes.
Okay.
Approved. Here we go. Now, do we have any additions, removals, or disclosures from the posted agenda? Does anybody have anything? Seeing none. Let's see, work sessions. So now we're going into citizens' comments. Is there any citizen comments? I do not see any. So we will move into our department head reports. Mr. Scott Camry, Road Department, please.
Good evening,
Good
board.
evening.
I have no updates. I will stand pat with my report as submitted.
Good.
All right.
Unless you have any questions or have anything that you need to pass on to me.
I do not have anything.
Very good. Thank you. You're welcome.
Fire Department report.
Good evening.
Assistant Chief, how you doing?
Good. Chief Beck wanted me to let you guys know that we participated in the senior parade in town on Friday the 17th. It was pretty good success. We're going to ask for Ian Campbell to attend EMT Advanced School. It's split with Clinton Warren. Fire District split the cost. So, and then we'll be doing joint trainings with Spring Valley. So the state of Ohio has the search and rescue trailers. We'll be sending crews up there to do search and rescue training
That's good.
next week.
That's great. And you know that Lexapol?
Yeah, he just wanted to
You
remind you guys on, keep it on tabs.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Perfect. Anybody else have anything else? We're good, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And Jess, you handle the zoning department reports?
Just two things. Linda Heist has withdrawn her application for the variance in the site plan.
Okay.
Then also June 20th, we got upcoming hearing at 4502 Lattle Road. Christopher and Michelle Heist on conditional use for detached secondary dwelling, an existing barn with conversion. And I think that's all she had for the mid-month report. And then also, she has attached the written charges of zoning commission alternate member. And she just told me to let you guys know that she was going to be following the Ohio Revised Code, and we're going through the process with this.
Okay. That's fine.
Sounds good.
Yes.
And that's all she had to report. And she texted me today and said she was up in Maine and having she was just seeing a lot of bicyclists.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I did put a post out there about looking for additional members for the for the zoning commission. Put that on our Facebook page, so I don't know if we've gotten any yet, but we'll see. Maybe
Okay,
next
that's
week if
good.
there's any.
Well, at least you put it out there.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we're trying. Yeah,
Yeah, hey,
I know.
me too.
Yeah.
We're not the only community that struggles to have the full staff,
Right.
but yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Great job. I guess we'll go into administrative report.
Okay, before I go to administrative report, it gets back on zoning.
Okay.
I don't know if the board's received any complaints or not, but we've had numerous complaints with tall grass, weeds, and so forth out on Thomas Drive. I did take another call this week, and it was from a different person, and I think that was contacting Stacy. And they said they've actually even tried to voluntarily get this person, let them, cut the grass instead of work with it. So I know when she gets back, if she hadn't already, I think she was gonna write a letter to the property owner. I don't know all the circumstances, but I mean, it is an elderly man. And I think he just, he's not able to do it, he just doesn't want to be bothered. She kind of confirmed that to me in a call today, is that the neighbor never asked, and he just, he shushes away, he just doesn't want to be bothered. So we don't know all the circumstances, but I think we're gonna get a little more information hopefully when she gets back.
I haven't heard of anything, but, and if it was because of, there's a no mow May, I don't know if you guys have heard about that. Okay. It's so that, I don't know, people that wanna promote more natural grass and natural things in their yard for the pollinators and all that stuff, so they let their grass and weeds and stuff grow during the month of May. But it doesn't sound like that's the circumstance, but, yeah.
So they're talking about having that transition between from the spring into the summer.
Yeah. Yeah,
So, yeah.
so I mean, it's a rainy month to be not going.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta step on it.
yeah.
Okay. So now we'll get administrative report.
Another email I think that the board may have been copied on also is this State of Ohio Cyber Ohio team. There was a grant supposedly up to $9,500. I don't disagree with what the people are asking us to do, and that's changing our website to a .gov website. But when I look through the application and so forth, it just doesn't make any sense to do it until we update the website.
Right.
And then the $9,500, there's only $128,000 for whole state of Ohio for this first round, so, and it's up to $9,500. So, they may only fund 15 or 20 agencies in this first funding cycle, so. If
It
we're
was
gonna
kind
do
of
it, I think
short
we're gonna.
notice we didn't know about it, yeah.
But I just want to make sure that I did look into it, and it's like, okay, it wasn't for it, going at the last minute, trying to get something in. On Tarma, Gene Rizzo, Scott, and checking around all our buildings, and, I don't know, you got any report back on it? I think he was,
He was a very nice gentleman, very thorough, very thorough. He wanted to see every room, and very conscientious. I mean, whatever the appraisal, whatever comes back, I feel very good about it. I mean, because I've done this a time or two before, not all the buildings that the township owns, but this gentleman was the most thorough. And so I feel that the appraisal that we get back would be very accurate.
Is he appraising just the buildings or the property along with the buildings, the land along with the buildings, do you know?
just any building over 50,000, but I mean, what he was catching
It's
that
more
we've
for
not done
liability,
before is,
or I mean, for,
just to make sure we got replacement costs.
Yeah.
Just so that we're carrying enough insurance to cover the cost of the buildings
okay,
over $50,000.
okay.
But see, we got some items that probably aren't listed that he was capturing, like the gazebo down there.
Right.
We got,
Yeah.
anything outside the building, he was capturing, signs, a storm shelter. If it's sitting there, then
He was getting, I mean, he wanted, he captured pictures of air conditioning units. He was very interested in those, actually, that they're on the ground and not on the roof.
Because of theft?
Well, no, I think it was more pressure on the roof,
Oh, okay.
as far as, potential failure of the roof and the units, not only, so not only damage to the roof, but damage to the units as well, so. Nice guy, busy. From what he was telling us there towards the end, this guy is all over the place.
I don't see how he got the whole thing done in an hour, all of our buildings.
Oh, it was more than an hour.
Was it? Okay. 'cause I
Oh,
thought he
yeah.
scheduled just an hour, so.
No, he actually got here early. He got here about 13:40 or somewhere around there. I got up here about 1:45, and I think we finished up It's 1630 or, 1645, somewhere around there. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, actually at the new firehouse, I saw some rooms that I hadn't seen since the building was being built. So, yeah,
Had a little, nice little program on his iPad or whatever
yeah,
document they had, and he fill in the documents and take a picture, send a bench and see what comes back. And this gentleman was out of Chicago, so
right.
that may be why he was, why are these things up on the roof?
Well, that could be too, right, out of state or whatever. But,
Next item on here is just the library park. I had that in your packets last meeting, and I just got an updated email from Ms. Maloney, wanting to know if I think she's getting some estimates, and she just was trying to see if there was any feel for any help or assistance in any portions of that little park that she might have, or anybody would have. So I just put it in there just for any feedback that you folks may have. And upcoming the 23rd of this week, Thursday, 4 o'clock, we have Bentley's Paulson Resort grand opening. Everybody's invited, an invitation to that. Monday the 27th, Memorial Day services at Miami Cemetery, 11 a.m. are the services, and there'll be lunch provided by Davidson's Meat after the ceremony. Then Saturday, June 1st is the Corwin Tractor Parade, and the parade starts at noon on that Saturday. And that's really, the only other thing I have, it's not on the report, is got the titles all switched over, and they've been sent to Columbus, and just waiting on the tags to get back from the two vehicles.
Oh.
Your truck and, the pickup truck and the dump truck.
okay.
I really expected them last week, so maybe they'll come in this week.
Okay, very good.
Any more for Gus?
Well, tagging in on the
Appreciate it, Gus.
tractor show parade, are we going to give any donations? Gary Kaufman gave a flyer, but I don't, I didn't really see, the last time you guys gave a donation, I didn't know if you guys donated to that, or the fireworks, which would be in July with your.
I think we do the fireworks, but I don't think we do that.
I guess I'll go with my typical motion, that if you guys will approve $3,000 for Independence Day celebration and fall Ivy Park celebration.
That's for
Typically what I've been doing, I think, is about $1,000 for the, I think last year was $1,000 for the band for Independence Day, and then whatever I have left over went for the fireworks. And then I think 300 is usually our donation to the Heisey Fall Park Festival. And no, we have not made a contribution to the Poland Tractor Show. And I'm thinking we may have.
I think I saw one, I think it was back around COVID or before COVID, somewhere in that time frame, I feel like.
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't think it's been since we.
$300 or $500, somewhere in there.
Oh, no, it's not in that.
Yeah.
You know what, I don't even know, I know the other two that we do, but, sitting in the meetings, I don't remember when they did the Corn Tractor Show. But we can, I'm good to authorize $3,000.
Yeah.
Motion for it.
I'll second that motion.
Okay.
Should we make a couple hundred though to the Mormon Tractor Show and a little less to the fireworks or something? What do you think
Yeah,
about
you
that?
should.
We got the money to do it,
Yeah,
but
you can just keep our 3,000, so you
Yeah,
can
keep
cost
the
for all
3,000
three.
and-
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'll give it to Scott.
Okay, well, that's Scott.
Yes.
Yellow shirt Scott.
that's right,
I'll give it. Mr. Fitzsimmons?
Yes.
Scott too.
Oh, God.
So I made a motion
I'm
to
number
do
two.
Yep,
the
and
3,000.
a second, yep.
Yeah, for the 3,000 for the Heisey Park and for the fireworks to the
I do
American
for
Legion.
fireworks and then if under
Independence Day.
discretion on the
Independence Day.
parade. Yep. Corn Tractor Show.
All right,
Yep.
so we'll just go ahead and do a voice vote. Ms. Colvin
Yes.
and Mr. Jacobs?
Yes.
All right, we'll pass that motion for $3,000.
Okay. Thank you, Gus. This was officer report.
So you guys signed one of the forms, and that was for the positive pay, and once I get that turned in, then I can start turning those wheels. We're working on, of course, moving forward with the procurement card, that's moving forward as well. And then I had added in your packet this, it was about the electronic documents or scanning the documents and the software that goes with it. Did you guys have time to review it?
I did.
I went through, yeah.
Okay. Just going over it, I talked to 3 different firms. One was ARC, and they were really just a scanning company, which wasn't really what I was looking for, but they would scan it and then put it to a thumb drive or some other medium, and then we would have it that way. The next one was, if I can read, DocuFree, and then the SC Strategic. And they were fairly equal. I mean, I liked both of their platforms. I felt like the one thing about, the SC Strategic had a lower cost, on a yearly cost. They were a little higher on the scan end, but with that, and the reason I feel like that's why they did that was because they would actually come on site and box what we wanted done, take all the paper clips and the staples out and do all that. Whereas the DocuFree is, we would have to, put all the documents together, put them in boxes and ship them, and then they would take it over once they received them. So there were, an hour out, man hours, trying to do all that. So I thought that was a nicer feature of the SC Strategic. I don't know that we would use all of that. In fact, the more I've thought about it, we probably use quite a bit less of, because I think it was quoted at, for that, let me find the quote. I think it was about $20,000 to, and I had them, we didn't have a box count. I just had everybody submit one for 100 boxes, just to see where everybody landed. But the more I thought about it, if I have all the document, the more I thought about it, I think I would just do permanent records, so which would be a lot less, and then we can just move forward. Whatever we got now, we would just keep paper, and then moving forward, that we get out of that. But at least permanent documents have it scanned and categorized, so we can access them later. So that would be a lot lower. But it's got like I said, it's a very useful platform to code it, and so it's for retrieval, and again, we can make it so that the auditor's office has access to it. It gives us, the SC gives us 15 licenses, where that DocuFree only gave us 5 licenses, or 3 licenses, I can't remember, I think it's 5 licenses to access. Also, the other added feature to the SC Strategic is they have forms, so we could transition our payroll to that, and they would be able to go, like Scott would be able to go in and just fill it out and submit it, and then you guys would be able to check it off. And then, so they'd be able to do it that a lot easier. And then, of course, the bills and all of that, you'd be able to view at home, or here, but probably at home, and then go through and approve bills.
But the people that approve, so it'd be, so you're talking about 5 licenses?
Well, we would have 15 with,
Oh,
with
15,
the,
okay.
with the strategic
Yeah,
solutions folks. But DocuFree only had 5.
okay.
So, that would give quite a few people access that would need it.
You're talking about moving forward from this day, moving forward when they come in, you're not talking about going back.
Except for the permanent documents. That way we can have permanent documents that's according to our retention schedule.
Retention schedule, yeah.
Those would be
Yeah,
the ones that we would scan backwards. Everything else, yeah, we would just go forward. Now, this would be a process, because we're gonna have to update our policy, we're gonna have to send a new retention schedule to the state, and they'll have to approve it. But once we got through all of that, then we would stop having paper documents. It would be all electronic documents at that point. DocuFree, which made me just think of this, was gonna charge us, so if we ended our contract with SC Strategics and said, hey, we wanna go to Acme, warehousing to keep our documents, they don't charge anything for, in fact, they'll enable and coordinate us moving from them to somebody else. DocuFree was gonna be a charge, for per gigabyte of documents, plus there was like just a standard fee plus the charge per gigabyte. So it was gonna be quite expensive, to get away from it if we had to. So that was
the next question would be, yeah.
yeah, so, of course, they're backed up. The other thing I like about SC Strategic is they're Ohio based, they're, I think towards Marietta or, Newark. So they're here, everybody else seemed to be outside of the state. So that was handy to have them here. And so they have a lot of government clients, other townships, school districts as well, I think more so than the other ones I talked to.
Did they give you a list of those clients at least?
Yeah, well, I do have an email that does
Okay.
have that, yeah. I know one in the immediate area, Beaver Creek Township, when they had like, another tenant they gave me. So I think that's kind of, I think they were the best solution out of all three of them.
My general thoughts are, I think I'd like to understand the whole scope of the problem before,
Well, it's just,
But, I mean, not like right now.
Right,
We have to have
right.
because Josh being in the software business, I'd like to have him here.
Right.
So we don't have to repeat all this again.
right,
But, I mean, I don't know if we wanna do it as a work session or something, or if we have to do it privately because of the content of some of the documents. Like, I mean, I'd like to actually walk down to our area, our storage area where we have stuff and see.
Oh,
Yeah, just, I wanna
Right.
visually see this stuff, I don't wanna just talk about it.
oh, okay,
So,
sure,
I know that's the way I kind of process things.
okay. We can walk down.
Will they come out and do a demonstration?
Sure.
Yeah, that would be good too.
I think so.
Cause I'd like to see what the software does and if it's, cause I know they talked about, were they the ones that talked about a TIFF format, but you could do PDF or something also?
Mhm. Yep.
So I just wanna see if that's, if they're sticking it in a PDF, I don't know why you have to be in a separate priority, and then the whole indexing thing has me kind of, like, who tags a document as what it is and how do they index, I need to understand how
So
all
that's,
that happens.
that's the uploading piece. Now, when they do it,
Yeah, but
do
they
it.
scan all this old stuff.
But when we do it, some of that is, the computer system will kind of start doing that is through that OCR piece of it.
Yeah,
And then I'll do some of the coding on it, that way we have easily access to it. And
yeah,
be able to track it down, quickly. Not to mention, well, same way with the, auditor's office. They would have
yeah,
access.
what does Warren County use?
I don't know, I know they went to a new system, but I don't know.
Okay. And that's all part of the recorder's office, or is that something outside of Linda's area, or,
Yeah, I don't know.
cause she might just as
Yeah.
easy,
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you can research
Yeah.
those online, but yeah,
Yeah.
like you said,
and then, plus you can attach this, through to our, our website when we get that up. And then you can have all your minutes, your agendas, resolutions.
Yeah,
And then they can just, from the public side of it, access all those documents as well.
right. Yeah, and hold on, like where it's stored, is it cloud-based, or
Mhm.
I assume it's not, like, we're not gonna have to have a
Right, it's
big old
cloud-based.
hard drive here.
No, 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 no,
yeah.
no, that's, I didn't wanna do that.
Yeah,
No, it's all cloud-based. Yeah.
so I don't know if we wanna schedule something with them, like, we go through stuff first maybe here, to just understand our problem, and then we maybe get something with them.
I'm curious too, is, with Lexipol, is there gonna be any duplication there? Is there some stuff that Lexipol or that this would do that Lexipol doesn't? Because I know Lexipol's got more than just what I think the fire department wants to use it for. I know they got different modules.
They do have different modules, I don't know about storage of documents or record retention. I did not researched that portion of it, so. But we just did the policy and training.
This policy is okay.
So that's a good question.
There, yeah, because I think when we first looked at that, there was a payroll component of that too, but I guess you probably get a payroll component probably valuable.
Well, the downside of, a lot of these payroll components is it doesn't mesh with UAN. I don't know who I was talking to, and they were, talking about doing a feed, to UAN. I said, well, that's not gonna work, because they're not gonna let you. So, any of those, a lot of the solutions, just, all it is just, create, like this would just, generate essentially just an electronic version of the payroll report that he does, and it has it in the virtual world that you guys can check off, but, a lot of that stuff is, you're still, at the end of the day, the fiscal officer's putting it into the system, because there's no, it doesn't allow it.
Oh, you can't like export and import?
No,
UAN plays by itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't play well with others.
No, they got locked down. In fact, there's not much, there
Well,
aren't
maybe
too
that's
many
good.
reports they allow us to export.
Okay.
Most of it all has to go to PDF, and,
Yeah.
but I just take it from there and put it back into the, PDF Pro and just change it over to an Excel, for whatever reason, they don't want to do it, even though sometimes they have the tab in it, they just lock it out. But, yeah, so a lot of that, we talk about payroll stuff a lot of the time. It's just gonna calculate numbers, and at the end of the day, I'm still the one that's punching it in there, to make it work. But other than that, I think that's all I really have. So the credit cards are moving, and the other thing. So, yeah. I'll get with them, so you want me to schedule it. Oh, I did talk to the money manager folks, and our meeting in July, or June 11th, is that moved one. He's gonna come and give a presentation and talk to you guys.
Okay.
So June 11th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's called the Meter Group,
Okay.
and I saw them at OTA, and,
Are we allowed to use groups like that if we're not a home rule township?
in fact, I got one of the trainings that I have to get, and then I got one more to do. And then we'll have to pass a fiscal policy as well. An investment policy, I should say. Which they gave us a 10 for. Yeah, so, but, that's all I got.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Alright, on to the old business. We got website first, anything on that? Say no. Tree replacement, anything on tree replacement so far?
Okay, so I know there was some follow-up discussion about what the timing of the removal of the old trees. Now, I'm still pretty positive I'd like them out there by the end of June, just so they don't overpopulate.
Yeah, I basically just said, could send an email for everybody to know or whatever, I gave a different,
I know.
just a different point of view, basically, and I slept on it and thought about it overnight and stuff, and usually what I looked at it was like two different stages of trying to do maybe the small ones up here and then get those other ones planted, and then go with the other ones as well thereafter, but again, it was just a two-stage process, what I was thinking.
I know, and I was thinking, well, if, you're here with the equipment, it's better to just get them all out here at once, it's more, and then I don't think it's a good time of year to be planting trees in the summer necessarily, and I don't know what happened with the whole hose bib problem from last time, if that's.
I haven't got to that yet,
Okay,
but
so-
that's on my
so we can't even
agenda for
water
this
yet.
week.
But that OSU extension guy, said by the end of June is really when they need to get out of here so they don't set seed. And they're full of little tiny things already.
So with the removal and stuff, Scott, are you gonna try to get the stump out as well? We're gonna be able to get the stump out when we go to remove them?
We're gonna,
The smaller ones I would think would be all right,
I think our best bet with the one, because they're so close to the curb, the parking lot, I think I'll cut them off as close as I can to the ground and then grind the stumps.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little concerned if I go to digging, trying to get the stumps out, and if I'm not wrong, we looked this up and they have a deep taproot, correct? So I'm just concerned that I'm gonna do more damage than,
Yeah, okay.
so I think, I cut them off real close to the ground and then we'll grind the stumps and seed it over and it'll be like they never were there.
So, I know last time I made the motion, it was just remove them and there was no time frame on it, so, I'm trying to make the motion
I was
to,
supposed to say Josh, I didn't.
yeah, I know, I know, he's not
What you
here,
need,
so.
we need to see his input with it. So I was
No,
like,
he didn't, but, so.
I know what his thoughts were too, but.
So, here we are.
I know. No, it's fine, I mean, if you'd like to remove at that point, I can go with you on it.
All right, I think if we put out some public notice, because I think that's your most concern is to,
Yeah.
people are gonna be complaining about why are they all of a sudden gone, and, they would be trying to do some notification about why we're doing it,
You're gonna put it on the website, put it on the Facebook,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that I think of, is when you look at
Aware.
something that's aesthetically,
Yeah,
I don't know, with two bigger trees out here, with the smaller ones back here.
yeah,
What I've noticed in my previous work history is that when you go to take out the vegetation, especially here in the summertime with the leaves out and
I
everything,
know.
it's a lot of movement, a lot of things that really catch your eye that,
Well, tell them how bad they are.
oh, I mean, yeah,
Well, stress how bad they are. We're doing a good thing. That help.
I can have them down now in a day and a half. Not ground,
oh, no, you
not
don't.
not the stump grinding, but
Do you need help with any of it? Because I know we said we'd offer.
we'll be able to handle that. I mean, if, when the time comes, if you've got time to pull brush, because I'll just limb them.
Oh, yes.
I'll bring the bucket truck and we'll chip it,
Yeah.
and just do like I do alongside the road. I just nip them down to get them totem poles and then cut them from there and load them up and haul it out.
Burn them up, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we're good. Okay, 165, oh, sorry. Anything else?
No,
Okay, 165 Miami Street, we didn't have a little business. Anything with that?
We haven't got started on it, but that's June project to start on that and, get a good look at it. This year, get it, what. Try to get an inventory of what's down there and what to be moved around and.
I'm curious to see what that guy from Otarma comes back with then on that building, on how much, he values that building at. That's why I was asking about whether it included the land or not.
Not,
Probably not, if it's just
I
replacing.
think it's just the building, yeah, I don't know that,
I think that'll help us out.
I don't think, it's not like a real estate appraisal.
Yeah.
This is a building value
It's a-
appraisal.
Yeah,
So.
it'll give us a figure at least to.
Oh, sure,
Yeah.
right.
Do we want to go and ask for anything from Yellow Scott about, maintenance costs or anything?
Yeah.
Yellow Scott?
Yeah, we can look at the annual cost of it, that's always something we were talking about before.
Yeah.
You're talking about insurance, you're talking about, electric.
Is there anything you can pull?
The old pipe. Well, it'll be some digging because,
Yeah, probably categories.
because we haven't tracked it, that way historically. So there would be, a little bit of work, to calculate all the, because we're getting, there's still electric there, there's still gas, there's water, trash fees, all that would still come to that whole building.
And then we put windows in a couple years ago. So it was we put windows in a couple years ago,
Oh.
so that was a maintenance cost.
Right. work on, breaking out costs by facility so we can monitor those kinds of things in the future.
Is there any other, like, I always call them like hidden costs or anything in there that we might be missing too? You know, is there benefits that we're not seeing maybe?
Yeah.
Could be there, because that's another thing you gotta weigh against, is also you might have costs, but there could be some good positive ones to have in a fire station area. You know, listen and understanding what are some of those ideas as well. But yeah, all stuff is,
Authority is what the money, I don't know. What we're using now.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's potential too. What else can we use it for besides that, you know? So, okay. That's good. Anything else for old business?
I don't have anything.
Okay. We got new business. Any questions or concerns with the bills? Nothing? I do not. All right, we're gonna move into legislation. So we have resolution 2024-56. This is a resolution to approve the purchase of a John Deere 6110M cab tractor and Tiger BENGAL mid-mount boom mower for the road department off of the state pricing. And so you can see there that whereas Cody Equipment still is holding the state bid price at 20% discount from the suggested list price. And so the attachments is $121,204, discounted to $89,771.25 selling price.
This is what we've been talking about, right?
Yep.
Yes,
That's what I've been talking about since last August. We discovered when we went to get $25,000 out of the ARPA fund that we had never actually drawn up a resolution on this, so that's what this is.
Yeah, I was wondering. I
We did
thought
a-
about it.
Yeah, we did a letter of intent, letters to Dexter and
Yeah,
John Deere.
remember those.
Yeah.
And
We did the LOIs, Gus and I looked at each other and we were like, well,
This was about in September and around Sauerkraut Festival and all
Yeah.
the other things that happened towards the end of last year. And this was a 24 project, so it was kind of like, we got plenty of time.
right.
Too much stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to save money on it by putting in the
Correct.
letter of intent
Correct.
and everything, so that was good.
Yes.
It's a good job.
But yeah, so this is just housekeeping, just to make sure we're all within legal leads and within the law.
Sounds good. Yep.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2024-56.
And I will second that.
All righty, roll call vote. Mr. Jacobs?
Yes.
Ms. Coleman?
Yes.
All righty, this resolution passed 21st day of May.
Next, we have resolution 2024-57. This is to purchase purchasing of a tractor and boom mower for the road department. It's got cab tractor, Tiger BENGAL mid-mount that we just talked about just a little bit ago. And this is a resolution to authorize expenditure from the American Rescue Plan Act funds using the standard allowance and its presumption of revenue loss due to the public health emergency, ARPA funds. I think we had that for $25,000, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2024-57.
And I will second that.
All righty, roll call vote. Mr. Jacobs?
Yes.
Ms. Coleman?
Yes.
All righty, this motion passed 21st day of May.
Next, we have resolution 2024-58. This is authorizing participation in contract with the Warren County Engineers Office for Warren County 2024 paving, striping, and chip seal programs.
So this is just a resolution confirming that we are going to participate in the chip seal program that the county bid out for us, and other townships within the county.
Always makes for a better deal.
Correct.
So, all right, I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2024-58.
I'll second that.
Okay, roll call vote. Ms. Coleman?
Yes.
Mr. Jacobs?
Yes.
All right, this motion passes 21st day of May.
Next, we have resolution 2024-59. This is a resolution contract with the Warren County Engineers Office for the chip seal program we just talked about. This is a resolution authorizing expenditures from the American Rescue Plan Act's funds using the standard allowance and its presumption of revenue loss due to the public health emergency. Again, same thing with ARPA funds. This is going to be a standard $25,000.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2024-59.
I will second.
All righty, roll call vote. Mr. Jacobs,
Yes.
Ms. Colvin.
Yes.
This resolution is adopted this 21st day of May.
Thank you. Next, we have resolution 2024-60. This is a resolution approving entering into continuing educational contract with Keenan Campbell, an advanced emergency medical technician class. Any other comments with this or anything?
Keegan's been with the fire department for approximately 3 years. So he consistently runs, and it would give us an extra available ALS, thank you. Remember my words here. So ALS provider.
Okay,
So it would be definitely a benefit to the department.
good.
Half of what, 800 and some dollars?
Or half would be $850.
Oh, our half is,
Yeah,
okay,
so, we need to split with Clinton Moore.
okay. I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2024-60.
And I will second that.
All righty, roll call vote. Ms. Colvin,
Yes.
Mr. Jacobs.
Yes.
All righty, this resolution is passed on this 21st day of May.
Great. Okay, next we have other, which is basically under new business. So we are confirming moving the June 4th trustee meeting to June 11th. Is that correct? Are we good with that?
I'm still on vacation.
And I am too. Very good. Okay. Everybody else, guys, you good?
Yes, I
Okay.
was just wanting to make sure, we actually have it changed on our calendar. I just couldn't find any other documentation, so I just want to make sure that I did have the right date that it was.
That's perfect. Yep. Thank you for doing that. Appreciate that. Here, these back.
All right.
Thank you. All right, we got any correspondence?
Just have one piece from the Warren County Health Department, I think it's their monthly report. Monthly newsletter, I think that's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah, this monthly, May edition of the Health District newsletter. It's a pretty good. That's all I had.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else? Good? I do not have anything. Elected official comments. Do you have anything?
I don't have anything tonight. Just have a good vacation.
Yeah, you too. Have a good day. Appreciate that.
You guys going opposite directions?
I'm going Adirondack,
No.
New York.
Oh, we're going out to California. We're
Are
gonna
you?
do
Okay.
the
So
Southern.
that's pretty much opposite direction.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking the kids out right after school and trying to get that done.
Cool.
Yeah, trying to keep that going, so, yeah. Should be fun. Any work sessions? I see none. Any executive sessions? None. And then we are at adjournment. I'll make a motion to close the public,
Me.
close the public meeting. Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome.
I'll second that.
All righty, all in favor of adjourning, say aye.
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 All right.